Awesome. Hi, everyone. It's Dawn again from Your Life Reinvented Hypnotherapy. I'm here with Jennifer today to share another quick success story. So, Jennifer, I wanted to welcome you on our interview today and thank you for being open to share a little bit of your story with us today. So, welcome.
Thanks, Dawn.
Yeah, you're so welcome. So, Jennifer, I know that we worked together. It's been about 6 months. I was looking back into my notes in January of 2022, I believe. And so when you think back to when you booked a call with me, what made you book a call with me? What made you get in control of the anxiety issues you were having?
I basically couldn't speak without crying. I couldn't talk about anything that may have been bothering me or even just the dishes in the sink. I would just start crying instantly, and the universe brought you to me, and your number and your face and everything popped up on my computer when I was sitting there doing some stuff, and I'm like, I'm calling, and boom, instant.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. And so with your anxiety, what exactly, you were having emotional outbursts kind of like for no reason. How did that make you feel when this was kind of like out of the blue started happening? Like, what was that like?
I felt like I was tail spinning completely. Out of control. I was the type of person that always could keep my emotions and everything in check. Um, my past work and things, I had to have those types of attributes, and yeah, I just felt completely defeated. Like I just couldn't really, day-to-day things were just too stressful to be able to even handle.
Okay. Yeah. And I know in the past, I know you shared what you did for a living. So I definitely our viewers don't need to know what you were doing for a living, but you definitely need to be in check with your emotions with the service you are providing others. So that's in your profession. So now I'm wondering, Jennifer, what before you and I decided to work together, what kind of things did you try to do to resolve the anxiety issues before we started working together?
My doctors had put me on like copious amounts of medication cocktails,
Hmm.
from different things to one pill to another pill to another pill, and none of it was working. It worked for maybe a short period of time, but then I felt like a zombie. I felt like I wasn't in control of myself. I wasn't able to dictate everything that was happening. I was either a complete slug or I was completely like agitated and like over energized.
Mm.
Uh, so it just wasn't working for me. I needed to get internal control, not medicated control.
Right. And was there anything else other than the medication that you tried to resolve the anxiety issues? Was there any other tools or tricks or techniques you used?
Well, negatively, I turned to alcohol.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
was one coping mechanism. It would be I'd look at the clock in the morning and be like, oh, it's 11, sure. And this was a daily thing. I'd get up and okay, gonna have a couple beer and work outside or put it into a cup, and nobody's going to notice what's going on. So life did take a real downturn for sure.
Hmm. Hmm. And that's common for some people reaching to other type of substances to kind of numb. Like people like to use that word. I just needed to numb this feeling. And so before you and I worked together, Jennifer, what were your thoughts on hypnotherapy and coaching before you got involved with our program?
I'd been reading into hypnotherapy and like coaching and stuff for quite a while, and it was always something that had been kind of sitting there. But I was always, again, it's that taking that leap into something
Hmm.
else, that sometimes you just need the universe to give you that little push over and say, hey, this is the right thing to do. I've always been a very spiritual and internally in touch person.
Hmm.
Um, like past lives kind of deal. I used to do a lot of yoga, I used to do a lot of meditating, used to do a lot of self help and self care. So when the hypnotherapy had always been something that I was quite interested in doing, because I figured, you know what, it's inside you. Whatever needs to be repaired is inside you.
Yeah, yeah. And I use that example a lot when I do consultations is you can't solve an unconscious problem consciously.
Mhm.
And so many people try to do all these things, which do have some benefit for a period of time, and it works well for a period of time, and then something happens, something triggers, and then the loop starts again, right? And it all comes back to, you can't solve an unconscious problem consciously. So
Yeah.
you have to go to the unconscious, because that's where the issues are, right? So yeah, thanks for sharing that. Now, you did quite a lot of work. We met together for a month. We did 4 sessions, all online, all on video, just like this format here. And you were using a lot of powerful tools to help resolve your anxiety. So how did you, when we were working together, how did you find that entire experience, and what benefits did you enjoy the most out of the program?
It was freeing. Right from this first consultation I had with you, I was very comfortable. You just put out this warm, fuzzy energy that just people gravitate to your energy. And
Thank you.
I found myself being very comfortable, wanting to be very open, wanting to be able to speak and not be judged. And I knew you weren't going to make those judgments when we were talking about anything. Right. Each one of our sessions was very comfortable, that's the only word I can think of right now, is comforting and free, right? Like my body it just knew what to do within seconds of us talking and going into the hypnosis, and my body just relaxed, and subconscious came out and was like, hey, what's up, kind of deal, and let's get this
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You know,
And in your sessions, did I make you do anything that you were uncomfortable doing, or saying anything that you didn't want to talk about, or anything like that?
no, not at all. And I guess that's one huge thing that people are afraid of, is being hypnotized and hypnotized into doing things you don't want to do. There's too many comedians and negative antidotes that are based around hypnosis, and this type of hypnosis, absolutely not. If I didn't want to say it, or subconscious didn't want to deal with it, nothing happened. It just kind of moved on to the next thing. You would
Yeah.
ask, conscious would be like, nope, I don't want to talk about that today. Move on.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, very comfortable. Nothing forced.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, during our program that we worked together, I taught you a personalized self-hypnosis technique to use every day, twice a day, while we were working together. And how did you find using that process and using that every day? What did you think of that?
It was very natural. Once subconscious was taught and we were programmed, it was like programmed in, for lack of a better word. It's almost like as soon as I sat down and said to myself, okay, this is happening, my body just went through the steps. Boom, boom, boom. There was no hesitation, smooth, and then boop, out. Felt great, revigorated, just a little bit more energy. My mind was clear. The day went on.
Awesome.
It was
Awesome.
really simple.
And I know you committed 100% to that, and all the work in the program, and that's definitely one of the reasons why you got the results that you got. And so how are you feeling? And I know this is about 6 months ago now, but how were you feeling at the end of the 4-week program? And then now, 6 months since we've finished working, and finishing that anxiety relief program, how do you feel now about things?
Lighter, like I feel better. Right from when we were done the 4-week program to even to today, there's like this weight that has been lifted off of me, and I feel like I float a little bit more. I feel much better. And the days that are darker feeling, I just kind of find a quiet place, sit down, talk to subconscious, just ask for a little bit of clearance and some help, and I get it. And then feel better, move on. I don't have the same anxieties. I cope better. My body and my brain has wired itself to cope and shrug it off. Whatever, cool, move on.
Right. That's awesome. Like, because so many people, the anxiety controls them, but they are not the anxiety. So once you take your control back, the anxiety symptoms, they don't have any control of you. There's, ups and downs in life. Shit happens in our world, right? But when the shit happens, as I say, you're able to manage it a lot faster. You pick yourself up a lot faster, and everything is kind of like even keel. Would you kind of agree that there's less hills and valleys? It's kind of more balanced.
100%, 100% balanced.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome. And so now that, you're 6 months, we're into summer now here in 2022, what do you, with all these big changes that you've made, like, what are you most looking forward to in the future in your life with professionally, personally, all of that?
well, as mentioned earlier, started my own business. So I'm looking forward to everything that I've learned with you, using that as a putting out into the universe positivity and fully succeeding, being able the freedom to be out there and put myself out there and not feel worried about, oh, this, that, and all the other things, and just live the best life I can. Live the best life I can for my daughters and give
Ah,
them everything that they need, not want, but need.
mhm.
And the financial freedom, the freedom to just be myself. Yeah, just goosebumps.
Seriously, just a huge wave of goosebumps there. It's so empowering, and to hear that you say that, and that's why I do what I do. Because I always say to my clients, nobody wants to struggle. Like, everybody wants to be that true, authentic self that they're meant to be, and live their life to the best of their ability, and get through the ups and downs, easily. So I'm so excited for your future, and yeah, anything and everything is possible, and you've discovered that all on your own, you know
Well,
over the last 6 months. So that's,
a couple little nudges. So
yeah, that's all good. It's all good. And so, before we finish up here, Jennifer, the results that you have had when you decided to take the plunge and work with me, what would you say to someone that, might be sitting on the fence, not sure whether to go ahead with something like this, working through the anxiety relief program with myself? What would you say to them?
I would say take that leap. Nothing is more scary than that first step. And once we've done that step, the darkness isn't as dark as it is. There's always light. And you're perfect. You're absolutely amazing. Your energy, everything about you just brings that light into everybody's life. And to do it. I've told so many people, so many of my friends as well, that just take that little leap, take that jump. It's there. The help is there. The ability to heal yourself is
Mhm.
there, and to be happy again. So
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
100% call you down. Give you a
Well,
call.
oh, thank you, Jennifer. And, we always appreciate referrals. That's how we definitely get a lot of our clients, from past clients having, fantastic success. And, you know, that that single most important thing for you, Jennifer, what would be, if you were to say one thing, what would be that most important thing that you enjoyed out of the whole process when we were working together? What was the best part about that process?
That's the best part. The ease of it.
Hmm.
Simple it was. Yeah. One word. It was simple. Yes.
Yeah,
Perfect. I don't even
simple.
know if that's the right word, but it's just simple and comforting.
It's always the right words. Those are your words. So yeah, yeah. And thanks for sharing that, Jennifer. I just really appreciate you trusting me to help you. And thank you again for coming on the call here today. And this is what happens when people commit to their healing, when they commit to putting in the effort. Results happen, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely magical, what is possible in as little as 5 hours. So I wanted to thank you again for taking the time out of your busy day and schedule on the weekend to come and chat with me. And I'm looking forward to staying in touch with you over, hi, you got a little visitor.
I
Hi.
do. Little cat.
Hi.
Little catty bit.
And this is the beauty of this, like, all our work is done online at home, and we work around stuff like this all the time. So have
Sorry.
a great have a great weekend. Have a great summer, Jennifer. And
Hold on.
you don't need my luck. But I'm going to say you're going to be fantastic at your new endeavor and adventure. And can you tell the viewers what you do, and if they're looking for your services, maybe how to contact you?
I started my own interior residential painting and designing company. So, making change, transforming the house and your energy one coat at a time.
Awesome. And what location do you serve?
Um, well, all of Leduc, Edmonton
Okay.
area, and the county. I will travel to do it, but of course there would be additional charges to my already existing quotes for that. But I will travel anywhere. Anybody who needs me, I will be there.
Awesome. And Jennifer, would there be an email address where somebody could reach out to you if they were interested in chatting about your services?
Yeah, our email address is Jennifer's Residential Painting at outlook.com. We also do have a Facebook page, and it's Jennifer's Residential Painting. It has all my pictures, my profile, and all my reviews from my most recent customers that are very satisfied.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I know you're going to be a huge success, and everybody needs a fresh touch up of paint and all of that stuff all the time. And so congratulations again and much success to you. So with that, Jennifer, have an amazing, amazing summer, and I will be in touch with you. We're always staying in touch.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Donna. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
you're so welcome. Bye for now, Jennifer.
bye.